I want to keep talking about AI because I think that's a fun. But so let's say
Sure.
I want to do specific on business, and let's start with a lot of folks listen to this podcast. They're founders. They're maybe early stage. Maybe there's someone they're still at an organization, but they want to use AI better. How would you encourage them to get started? If they're a novice, if they're like, I don't know where the hell to begin, Andrew, where would you encourage them to start the first step or two to get forward with it?
Yeah. So for the last 2 years now, we've been trying to deploy AI solutions, Gen AI solutions, just to be specific. And it's been more difficult than I thought it would be for the exact reason that you're asking is like, where do people get started? And then how nervous are they about the actual change or disruption that it could have to their business? And we have, I would say, 6 to 8 CEOs that are in the $100 million to $500 million range every single month that are just asking us those questions in preparation for figuring out how to deploy it to their business. And what I often provide as an answer, or at least a calming answer, is that AI will do two things. It'll increase revenue per employee, and it will decrease the amount of time you're wasting in your company. And so, those two things, if you can prove a return on investment on that, it just takes a simple math calculation of great. If I have 14, the easiest example that I have is we had an insurance company come to us and they had salespeople that were taking phone calls at every half hour increments. So if an 8 hour workday, they had 16 available slots. Well, insurance companies get random calls, they get random requests. Sometimes they sell a certain type of life insurance and not another type. And so throughout a day, a salesperson could be doing maybe 9 or 8 sales calls out of those 16 slots. What if we could pre qualify with AI those individuals that are asking the informations about the insurance products and fill that person's spot with 16 slots, right? So therefore, they're taking 16 legitimate calls every single day. We didn't fire anybody, we didn't remove any workers. We simply increased the revenue that that company can make. And now they're making over $5 million more than they could predicted wise because they knew that if they could just keep those same people that they had already employed working 8 hours a day or 8.5 hours a day on the like actual good sales calls, they could get more possibilities of selling life insurance. And so this is just a very good example of showing that like if you want to start somewhere, you have to think about what the return on investment is. You have to understand that the AI is going to either increase revenue or it's going to decrease waste. And you have to think that the first thing that every company needs is an AI knowledge base, something that is going to be understood in the AI world to send and receive information from in natural language